Mm. Okay, hello again, people! Welcome. Should be tired. I don't know why I'm so tired today. Sorry. Anyway, moving on. So, for this video, well, sorry, as usual, before I start, I will write some anime, probably will be some spoilers, probably will be some cursing. Anyway, moving on. The anime I will be reviewing for this video is UFO Princess Valkyrie, or also known as UFO Ultra Maiden Valkyrie, or UFO Princess Valkyrie. So, there is a bit to this series. There's UFO Princess Valkyrie 1, 2, 3, and 4, as well as a 45-minute recap, and a special. Now, Valkyrie 1 and 2 are 12-minute season things. Or not 12-minute, 12-episode seasons. Valkyrie 3 is a 6-episode OVA, and Valkyrie 4 is a 2-episode OVA. So, move along. See here. Yeah. Valkyrie number 1, UFO Princess Valkyrie Season 1, ran from July 4th, 2002 to September 19th, 2002. So here's the synopsis for this. UFO Princess Valkyrie, aka UFO Princess Valkyrie, is a princess from outer space who accidentally crashes on Earth, where Kazuto desperately tries to obtain a public bath of his grandfather. Due to circumstances, Kazuto receives part of the Princess Valkyrie's soul, which forces her to stay with him. But that's not the only problem. Because her soul lost strength, the princess transforms both mentally and physically into a little kid. Sorry. Anyway, next season. Season 2 ran from October 4th, 2003, about a year later, to December 20th, 2003. And synopsis from this. Valkyrie, Kazuto, Akina, and Hydra and friends are back for more when the key of time suddenly disappears along with many other mysterious happenings. All seem to be linked to a person named Valkyrie Ghost, whose only goal is stealing Kazuto for herself. As they team up against this seeming unbeatable foe, they dig deeper into the mysterious past of Valkyrie's home planet, Valhalla. Season 3. Season 3 ran from May 25th, 2005, like a couple of years later, to October 25th, 2005. The third season doesn't have any particular story behind everything like Valkyrie Ghost in the second season. It just tells 6 stories about the life of Kazuto and company, with some additions. Rain and Chorus get a house on Earth. Oh yes, I remember them now. And the last 3 Valhalla princesses each get an episode. And in the last episode, Kazuto and Valkyrie, who in the same episode managed to stay adult, try to marry again. Season 4. The 2-episode OVA. Last one. This one ran from July 21st, 2006 to October 25th, 2006. Strange and magical events of the last season have left Kazuto with 2 Valkyries. He now finds himself living with and looking after both teenage Princess Valkyrie as well as a child Princess Valkyrie. And they still have not yet gotten married. Anyway, moving along. After all that daunting task. So, there's quite a bit to UFO Princess Valkyrie. As I said, it spans 4 or 5 years, I think. Excuse me. Just my legs. So it's it's an early 2000 anime. It definitely, and for me, I like the feel of an early anime. Just kind of the look of it. True. A lot of the new animes are good. It's just that I don't know, they tend to go for a lot more fighting and action and stuff. A lot of the older ones, for some reason, I dig the old animation style stuff. I just like old things in general. And a lot of the older ones, like some really weird and good ones. Because, we got UFO Princess Valkyrie here. She's a princess from space, which is not too uncommon for anime. But then they mix it up by kind of tying it into Norse and stuff like that. And the thing was a soul and everything, which they really didn't capitalize on. Because since Valkyrie split her soul between her and Kazuto, so basically, I remember that he died, I think, when she crashed into his place. So she gave half of her soul to him. So that's why they always have to stay together to begin with. But so if her soul leaves his body, he dies. And they didn't really capitalize on this at all, except for one little part in one of the earlier episodes, where one of the would-be suitors of Valkyrie comes and wants to take her away. He takes the soul out of Kazuto, but only for a few seconds before it's put back in. And then for the rest of the entire series, we might be like, yes, we share the same soul, when they're kind of being all the lovey-dovey thing. But it's never mentioned with much gravity ever again, which is kind of weird because you go through the see what's what I'm looking for, trouble of making this thing where people can exploit it, but you don't bother exploiting it other than for one little tiny thing. It's okay, here we go. Because I expected him losing his soul and having maybe an episode or two to get it back, to be the very freaking the climax for this series, or at least this first season. That's what I expected, but that's not what I got. I don't even remember what was the first one. Oh yeah, the first one was. Wait, no. I don't remember what the climax of the first season was. It was kind of weird. Because, they were gonna get married, but then she checked from child. They couldn't get married. I don't know. It was some weird thing. But, anyway. So yeah, Kazuto runs a bathhouse. Along with Valkyrie and everything else. And they just kind of do, little adventures and stuff. The first season doesn't have much of a plot line, it just kind of does whatever. In the first season, due to circumstances, they buy a asteroid out in space, which when they go out to check it out, because it was accidentally bought, they go out there and there's nothing here. And then for some reason, and this anime just likes to say, fuck you to science, there's a hot springs on this asteroid. You can see this asteroid, and the water is gushing out into space like it would on Earth. And mind you, this is an asteroid that has no atmosphere whatsoever, and the water is kind of shooting up, it's spraying, it's going down. It's science just says fuck. This show just says fuck you to science. That was my own little beef with it. It's that is scientifically impossible. But of course, back in the early 2000s, I don't think it really mattered too much. Because then they went and opened up a hot springs bath up on that asteroid as well and got some money in. And that's when the climax started and everything. Ah, sorry, my nose is a bit stopped up. Maybe it's had a light cold, but so yeah. And then the second season had more of a plot line because we had this Valkyrie ghost who would show up every now and then. We're like, who is this? Who is she? We need to feed her. Kazuto, why do you go in with her? No, come back, Kazuto, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. So that went down. And then season 3, which is as I saw in synopsis, is just like just little episodes. They're just doing their thing, doing their thing. Then season 2 was kind of more of a continuation off of season 3. So there wasn't much to that, but it was still it's still a good series. I mean, I just wish they could have capitalized on some of the stuff a bit more, and they could have gone a bit more in depth in some of the stuff. But all in all, it's a good series. I'd give it about a 7.5, maybe a 7. Well, I did like it. It's not up there in one of my favorites. I mean, I might watch it again just if I'm feeling bored, but it's not one I would really love to watch again. I mean, if somebody mentions like something that they're kind of interested in, some like stuff like this, I'll be like, oh hey, I know something you might like. It's more of a just in passing anime that I might watch again. So yeah, I guess that'll be it for this one. There's not much I can do for it. So yeah, I guess I might as well review what I'm going to do the next one about. Give a little spoiler. I don't want to delete that one. Get my list. Okay, so her thingy, I want to get her. Anyway, the anime that I will be reviewing for my next video will be Durarara. So if the fans of Durarara, look forward to it. And people who don't know what it is, it's good. So on that note, sayonara.